if you're watching this video right now, you clicked on it, you saw the title, and you're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, I think I am ready for it, or at the very least, I want to be ready for it. And what is it? What is it that I'm talking about? Well, throughout our lives, we have been conditioned to believe and to put off our happiness or our satisfaction in some future goal that is put off into the future. When we were children, we're told, hey, you get good grades, you're going to look forward to your birthday, and you're going to look forward to this vacation we're going to go on, and you're going to look forward to, let's say, when you are in elementary school, you're looking forward to graduate so that you can get into middle school, so you can hang out with the older kids, be a big kid. Then you are looking forward to some different milestones. You're in middle school. Maybe you go on your first date. Maybe you go to your first dance. Maybe you get involved in sports. You're always looking for that next thing. You're looking to the point where now you get to enter into high school. And maybe in high school, you probably have a lot of first-time experiences. It's a very informative point in your life. And you're thinking the whole time, yeah, I'm enjoying this, but really, I know it for me in high school, when I was in high school, I was like, yeah, like this is cool or whatever, but honestly, I can't wait to get to college. Everyone told me that how amazing college is going to be. And then when you're in college, you're thinking, yeah, this is really nice, but once I'm done with school, then I won't have to worry about school anymore, and et cetera, et cetera. You know how this goes, right? As soon as you get out of college, you're looking forward to getting a job. You're looking forward to meeting somebody. You're looking forward to potentially settling down with somebody, having a family, and then you're looking forward to experiencing life through the eyes of your children, living vicariously through them. So as you can see, this conundrum of living through the future is always going to be something that is kind of like an inescapable part of human nature. That tendency to want to live in the past or live in the future, to live in ruminating over perhaps regrets or anxiety, or just not allowing yourself to feel happy and content, waiting it and putting it off for some happiness that you are going to receive in that future moment. The problem with this is, of course, that there really isn't any such thing. I know that sounds strange, but there's really, all that you have is your ideas of the past. All that you have is the present moment where you are constructing ideas of the future. And realizing this, it may cause some sort of frustration, maybe a bit of cognitive dissonance. But realizing that all you have is the present moment, when you come to this realization, it now becomes imbued with a different quality. It's almost like the lights have gotten flicked on. It's almost like you were asleep and now you've woken up in the present, because all of your power is in the present. You stop externalizing things. You stop putting things in the past or the future, or putting things outside of yourself, and you realize that your power is in the now. Your power to affect the future or even the past, to look at the past through a different lens, is here in the now. And what I mean by you're ready for it, you're ready for this information right now. You maybe have heard this information before, but you're ready to allow this to take root into your consciousness, so that you are now stepping into courage. You're embracing courage. You're letting go of those lower levels, those lower vibrations of thought that are keeping you stuck in frustration, in kind of victim thinking, maybe grief, loss, anxiety, depression, and maybe even apathy, maybe even thinking, what's the point, right? And what I believe firmly, and I don't think this is just my belief, I believe this to be a truth. I think that this is just an inherent truth. There's no single one of us is the same, right? We all have different DNA. As much as unique as my preferences are, and the body and the makeup of me, my preferences, my experiences, all of the DNA that makes up who I am is completely unique. It's the same for you watching this right now, and it's the same for every single one of us. Every single human being that has ever lived, and every single human being that will live, is going to be their own, never able to reproduce, never able to copy, unique individual. And I believe that we're all put on this planet to realize some sort of vision, to realize some sort of power, to become a master in our own way. And Robert Greene talks about mastery and how he has this belief as well. And there's a story of a autistic person who actually used their autism as a strength because they had trouble communicating with people. They had trouble relating to others. And what they did was that they found that they had an amazing way of connecting with animals. And they were able to actually work with these animals, train these animals. And this person was able to reach new heights in the understanding of animal behavior, new understandings in the psychology of animals. And in the same way that you might think that you're blessed with certain strengths and that you also have certain weaknesses, the combination that you are, there is something that you can do. There is something that you are able to do and contribute to the world in a positive manner that your gut instinct is telling you that when you're connected with your intuition and with your higher self, you will get put on the path to do that. And what I'm saying is to stop putting that off into the future, because when you get in touch with that, when you get in touch with your strengths, when you get in touch with your inner understanding of things, you will be able to allow that to pull you in that direction. Follow your curiosity, follow your excitement, and allow it to pull you into the direction of what it is that you were meant to do here. Because every single one of us, whether you have ADHD, whether you have some sort of deficit, perceived deficit, you think that you might have some disability maybe. You think that you might not be as gifted in certain ways as other people. And what I'm telling you right now is that could actually be a strength. If you lean into who you are rather than resisting it, you can actually be that person that you were meant to become. You are deeply passionate about something, but you keep it buried inside of yourself. There is no, I'm going to do it tomorrow. There is no, I'm going to keep looking forward to it. The more that you put it off, the idea of just keeping it as a dream and just finding that perfect moment is a delusion. Somehow it'll happen? No, it starts right now. And what we end up doing, see, is that distractions come disguised as opportunities. You might be working in some job. You might be doing something with your time, with your energy. You may be giving of yourself to the point where you have nothing left to give anymore. Maybe you're working long work weeks. Maybe you are working for a job that is soul sucking. Maybe you are dealing with family members or with people that are sucking your energy dry. And what this is meant to shed light on for you is that it is time to reclaim back your energy. It is time to actually go all in and trust that you can do and be that person that you want to be now. Instead of putting it off into the future, instead of waiting for it to come at some undetermined time period in the future, which again doesn't really exist. The time is now. Embrace it right now. Begin to take baby steps towards that version of yourself. Begin to do those things that your future self will thank you for, and you are going to be on your way towards it. It starts with the little things. It starts with the small things. Show up for yourself. Allow yourself to have those boundaries. If you've been giving of yourself too freely, realize you might run into burnout. And sometimes we need to go through that burnout to realize what's been going on. But you might be around somebody and you find you're getting tired. You feel like you need to take naps all the time. Well, it's because you've been giving of yourself to this person and they haven't been filling you back. They haven't been reciprocating that energy. And so it's time to construct those boundaries for ourselves. Keep the energy in. Don't give so freely of yourself. Think of your energy like money. You wouldn't keep giving money away without it getting a return on your investment, right? You wouldn't just endlessly spend money, although some people have that bad habit, but then look what ends up happening to those people. They end up destitute, they end up in poverty. And what I'm telling you is that this is happening to you energetically. When you put these boundaries up, when you refuse to just give freely of yourself with nothing in return that is giving you a return on that investment as a long-term benefit to you in your life, and you become a bit more selfish in that way, that's actually how you're going to be able to become more generous. It's how you're going to be able to become more generous with your future progeny, if you so desire to have children, with just people in your life if you don't want to have children. By reserving your energy, by preserving it and maintaining it and filling your cup for yourself, allowing you yourself to be filled so that you can give to others, that is actually, it's selfish and selfless at the same time. It's truly an act of selflessness when you look at it from that perspective. Because like on an airplane, you can't start giving people the oxygen masks when you haven't put yours on already. You have to put yours on first so that you can give the oxygen mask to everybody else around you. And so by doing this, by embracing who you are meant to be and doing it in the here and now and taking those steps to that, your future self is going to thank you. You're going to change. You're going to transcend space and time. And you are going to embody that new self-concept that is able to carry yourself into the future in the way that you were meant to do and create your own destiny. So if you're seeing this right now, you are ready to take this step. You are ready to take this leap. And I'm here for you on this path. I'm going to be putting out more and more videos. Any questions that you guys may have, any topics that you want me to cover, let me know and I will gladly address them. When it comes to ourselves, it's highly contingent on the way that we're showing up in our personal relationships. We do not live in a vacuum, right? And so we need to be observant of the way that we are showing up, of the way that we are giving our energy away too freely, of the way that we are spending it without getting that return. And once we do that, we're able to make better decisions. We're able to go towards that vision of our future that's in alignment with our values. And once we understand what our values are, once we've understood what our vision is, what it is, who it is that we want to be, we're going to be able to move towards that in the present moment and embody those qualities about ourselves right now. Do you want more freedom in your life? Do you want more time availability in your life? Do you want to be able to travel where you want to travel? Do you want to be able to give? Do you want to be able to make an impact? Do you want to be able to give people, to encourage people? Well, there is an interest. There is something that you have that you can give to people. There is something that you are talented at, that you have an innate ability for, that you can use to impact other people in a positive way, that you can eventually monetize, if you want to use that language, or that you can use as a way for you to buy your time, energy back. Those are your most valuable assets that you have in life, is your time and your energy. And if you are giving it away to something that is not producing fulfillment in your life, it is time and you are ready to make that step. Much love as always. Drop this video a like, hit me with a comment, hit me with a subscribe if you have not done so already, and I will see you guys in the next video.